And this is something that really we cannot ignore kahit na
Yeah, yes. Oo.
napakalayo natin physically from
Mm.
Iran dahil yung epekto nito definitely mararamdaman, actually ramdam na natin no, bilang mga
Mm.
Pilipino. Pero lagyan natin ng konting konteksto no, doon po sa mga hindi familiar dito po sa sitwasyon sa Iran. Of course, umatake po. Inunahan na ng US tsaka ng Israel
Yes.
itong
Oo.
Iran. And many
Mm.
different reasons siya na binabanggit para pa mapigilan sila dun sa
Mm.
kanilang nuclear enrichment
Yes.
program. And of course,
Mm.
sabi ni Donald Trump, nako, ito na yung pagkakataon nyo para palitan itong rehimen
Mm.
sa
Mm.
Iran. At patay na nga yung kanilang ayatollah, no? Okay, ang gusto ko munang pag-usapan dito, no? How did how did how did it come to this, no? Kasi meron pang diplomatic channels sa open yan before this, hindi ba? Hindi ba? And of course, do you think there are a lot of miscalculations here so far based on what we're seeing? Or do you think the US and Israel are both still under control? Kumbaga yung nag-unfold dyan sa Iran tsaka sa Gulf states, kumbaga kasama yan sa kanilang calculations.
I think kasama ano to eh. For starters kasi ongoing pa yung conflict, di ba? Na nandun pa yung mga sagutan ng ano to, yung although may aerial supremacy ang Israel at ang US, no? Pero wala pa naman boots on the ground as far as or
Mm.
considerable boots on the ground. Malamang meron special ops na yan nangyayari, no? If na nagpe-penetrate sa loob ng Iran, naghahanap ng mga targets, no? Pero yung ground forces hindi pa nakakommit na talaga, no? So barring that, no, we're still in the situation na kinakaya pa rin nilang i-contain yung capacity ng Iran na gumawa ng damage sa region sa ano to, sa Middle East states na nakakatabi niya, no? Even
Mm.
as far away as Cyprus pa nga, di ba? They were
Oo.
sending. So but yung problema kasi dito is shattered ang command and control ng Iranians, no? Na shatter 'yan kasi na obliterate yung top leadership di ba? So
Mm.
kahit yung replacement pinatay din no.
Oo.
So
Ang bilis. Within 48 hours ba
oh,
pinatay?
kasi ano 'yan this is like this mirrors yung nangyari sa Venezuela, no? In a sense na you have a country that is racked by internal instability na, no? Di ba? Kasi just like yung sa Venezuela, may mga rallies and disenchantment kay Maduro. Kaya it was very
Mm.
easy for the Americans to get real-time intelligence through sympathetic Venezuelans, di ba?
Yeah.
Same thing
Mm.
is happening din sa Iran na prior to this um, latest war, no? Nagkaroon ng massive demonstration sa Iran, and in fact
At marami raw pinatay, marami raw napatay in the lead up to that,
maraming
yeah.
napatay. So the conservative estimate is 3,000, no? Yan
Mm.
conservative estimate. The higher
Up to
then there's
20.
goes to 20, no? It goes to 20,000 to even 30,000 to some estimates. But the point is there was mass killings going on by regime forces together with there were already reports na may mga foreign nagtatap ng foreign fighters yung mga Iranians, no? Yung Iranian government, no?
Mm.
So that also shows na medyo um, diminished na yung support niya galing sa mga tao, no? So that's the thing, no? Precisely because of that, na nagkaroon ng capacity yung Americans and Israelis to really make pinpoint attacks that took out yung leadership and yung air and all these other assets, no?
Kumbaga
Yes.
ito yung perfect opening. Kumbaga ito yung binabanggit din ni Trump, no? Ito yung opening
Mm.
na hindi nila pwedeng mapalampas, eh.
Mm-mm. So
Mm.
the madami kasing reasons kung bakit nila ginawa, but hindi sila nag-yung sa negotiations, why didn't they pursue it, no? But even if you look at it, impatient na yung Trump administration and even the Israelis to deal with the Iranian regime, no? Sooner rather than later, no? In fact,
Mm.
last year nga we had this bombing campaign, no, that took out most of the Iranian defenses, no? So ang nangyari after that, yung Chinese, they provided the what was supposed to be up-to-date weapon systems to replace what were lost. Ngayon, pagputok ng conflict na to, durog din siya, no? Nadurog din itong mga later acquisition. So going back to what I was saying, no, na itong mga Americans and Israelis for their own, kasi ano yan separate reasons yan but the common objective, get rid of the of the Iranian Ayatollah of the regime, no. So ang most likely objective nila is regime change na, no, although they're they're going towards that na, they don't seem to be hiding it naman na. That's why they're degrading the capacity of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard to react. No, they're killing the leaders. No, they're destroying assets. No, precisely because of the fact na ang gusto nilang scenario is magkaroon ng uprising and then tuloy-tuloy nang mapapagsak yung regime ngayon. No?
Okay. So yun nga. So nandito na tayo, no? And then of course nakita natin lumalawak yung sigalot dahil ang inatake ng Iran aside from Israel, predictably, inatake niya yung mga Gulf states kung saan mayroong mga base militar itong US. So basically lumalawak, no? And I think isa sa mga pinaka go ahead, sige.
Not just at the US pati other foreign countries like the UK, no? Kaya you have UK squad aircraft also covering the skies in that area, no. So
pero parang
talaga
parang ang nakikitang strategy ng iba rito is that by attacking the other allies, kumbaga forcing them into this war, eventually tataas yung cost, 'di ba? Both human and of course economic. And of course, pag talaga masyado humigpit na yung sitwasyon, baka yung mismo mga idinamay nila, sila na mag-pressure sa US and Israel to put a stop to this. Do you think that would work?
Very difficult kasi degraded ang Iranians, no? So if you remember mas bata ka talaga substantially sa akin. Yung Gulf War kasi yung Desert Storm, no?
Inabutan ko yun, 1991.
1991, no?
Yeah.
The thing is, if you remember na na-deplete din yung scuds ng Iraqis, no?
Yeah.
Kasi panay tinitira ng ng coalition yung capacity of the Iraqis to sustain operations against the coalition. The same thing is being done here. So it will come to a point na mawawala yung missile systems, mauubos yan, and then they will now be relying on drones, di ba? Which is there would be but the problem is nga, no, without control of the skies, no, and then you have all this dissent going on in Iran, ang focus ng Iranian government will be, ng Iranian regime will be split, no? Ano bang ipa-prioritize nila? Internal control or carrying out the war? If they carry out the war, then they will i-ignore nila yung local dissent. Baka that will go out of control, no? They might find themselves in an outright revolution. So split sila. It's a very unenviable position kung saan ang regime ngayon, ang Iranian regime, no? Kasi degraded wiped out ang kanilang top leadership. Next is yung next line nadadali din. Then you have external and internal problems, no? So your capacity to carry out a war is going to be severely affected ng ganyan klaseng situation na. So meron nga ngayon, it's causing a lot of concern, no? Like for example, may classmate ako na nasa Dubai na nagme-message kasi narinig nila yung mga pagsabog ng mga drones at yung mga anti-aircraft assets, no, sa Dubai. So those things, no, they're present now, but how long can the Iranians sustain it pag yung launch site, yung mga launch teams, yung mga production facilities nadadali. Unlike kasi sa Russia, yung case sa Russia, bakit sila nakakapag-sustain ng drone operations against Ukraine na consistent? Kasi nga, hindi nadadali yung production facilities nila to the extent na na-experience ng Iranians na talagang inuubos talaga ng both Americans and Iranian. Plus, the Americans and Iranians can count on European Air Force support, including the Gulf states, no? because there's
Mm.
no love lost between the Gulf states and Iran, no? Especially
Mm.
Saudi Arabia, busit na busit yan sa Iran, no? So
Sa
they're the
Iran.
ones providing. So in terms of they will have this portion high intensity, then eventually magta-taper off yung capacity ng Iran to project its power. And
Okay.
it depends naman kung anong gagawin, how it depends now on the Iranian people, no? On what they want to do. No, that's why everybody's addressing the Iranian people now. No, it's their time to shine or whatever. No.
Oo. Okay. Para magkaroon din ng internal pressure, no? Para
Oo.
mapabilis yung collapse ng
Oo.
regime. Kasi technically, hindi man nag-corruption nung napatay yung Ayatollah, no? Pero ito yung isang tanong, no? Kasi sinasabi ni Donald Trump dito, he would push for a decisive victory here. Pero what would be a decisive victory as compared to a realistic victory that might be expected here?
For sa kanila sa US and Iran, it's Israel. Sa kanila, a decisive victory would be the fall of the Ayatollahs and the permanent fall of the regime. That's a decisive victory at mapapalitan ng isang government na acceptable sa kanila, no?
So
Or
parang
acceptable din
reversal
sa
to nung
region.
parang reversal nung 1979 Islamic Revolution.
Mm-mm.
Pero syempre gusto nila tao nila inandyan.
Tao nila or somebody who they can work with, no? And then it also depends on the Iranians, no? How massive will their effort be? Kasi syempre, di ba tayo no 40th anniversary of EDSA, no? Yung if you remember, we were able to, after the overthrow of Marcos, we were able to have Cory Aquino as the next president precisely because of the strength of the opposition against Marcos. No, hindi yan handpicked by Washington na binagsak sa atin, hindi, no? It was really done. Something to that effect has to happen sa Iran para they set up a leader who can at least fight for the interests of their country, no? Of Iran, no? Or of the national interests of Iran, no? Sa ngayon ang nakikitang isa sa mga nakikitang possible, no, na mga replacements sa Iran is yung anak ni Reza Pahlavi, the former siya, no? He's medyo matunog yan, but it still remains to be seen if he has yung popular support within Iran itself, no? How powerful is his popular support, no? So